Hi everyone, this is Angela from Spokane Public Library, and I'm going to be taking a little creative break, so I hope you join me. This week's painting is inspired by vegetables. I posted this on our blog if you want to take a look. Today I'll be focusing on painting the carrots if you'd like to join me. All you really need is some paper, pens, pencils, maybe some colored pencils, markers, or some paints if you'd like to follow along. So here we go. Okay, so I'm focusing on, like I said, carrots for this video. It's a very simple shape to draw and paint. So as you can see, it's basically like a long, rounded, triangular shape. So it's okay if it's crooked or kind of wobbly. I think that'll make your carrots better. And I will be using watercolors. So I have a little palette here. Well, you might recognize them if you've ever been to some of my classes. So for watercolor, I have my paints. I have just a large round brush. I'm just going to be using one brush for this video. A cup of water off to my right, and some paper towel. So let's get started. So for the first wash of my carrots, I'm going to do kind of like an orangey red color. So use whatever you have. So if you have colored pencils or markers, use those. I'm mixing kind of a bright red color with some yellow. So I'm just getting kind of an orangey color. Make a big puddle of that. And I'm just going to paint all three carrots this color. Not doing anything special, just going in and just painting within my pencil lines. My three carrots. Like so. Like that. Okay, so that's going to be my first wash. And some of the roots there. There we go. So I'm going to let this dry, and I will be right back. Okay, so my carrots are mostly dry, which means the paint feels about room temperature. So I'm going to go in and add some more color to my carrots. I'm going to make the carrot on the right kind of a reddish carrot. So I'm using that like a bright red color with a tiny bit of yellow mixed in. And I'm just going to go all over this carrot. With this color. Some of the seeds I bought for this year's seed library at Indian Trail included these multicolored carrots. They were so pretty. So there's going to be my reddish carrot. And then the carrot on the left is going to be a purpley colored carrot. So I'm just taking some purple watercolor paint. I'm going to mix in some of that reddish color that I used on the carrot on the right. Just to tie it all in. And I'm going to go over this carrot on the left as well. And with watercolor, it's always best to keep your layers, if you're doing layers like I am, pretty thin so that you can build color. So if I went in with really dark, opaque paint right away, I wouldn't be able to add much color later on. So there's my purple carrot, give it some purple roots, like so. Neaten up some of the edges, like that. And I'm going to let those two carrots dry. Okay, so my carrots have dried, and now I'm going to add more color to the center carrot, and that one's just going to be more of a yellowy color. So I'm going to go in with just straight yellow. It's pretty watered down still, but just yellow, and just put yellow on that carrot, like that. And then with this one, I'm going to add some more detail to my carrot, and I'm just mixing up kind of like a dark orange color. And I'm just going to go in and drop in some detail and some more color to my carrot, like so. You can also do this if you're not painting or coloring it. You can just do this with pen or pencil. That. Add some more yellow. Okay, so there's my yellowy carrot. Now I'm going to go in and paint the stalks of my carrots, and I'm going to start with like a light green color, kind of a yellowy green color. And it's easy with carrots, you get caught up in the details of the stalks and like the leaves on the carrots. So I'm just going to keep it pretty loose and just do like little brush strokes upwards. And then for like the leaves and the detail, I'm just like dotting. Like so. I'm going to do that to each of the carrots. I'm just holding my brush vertically and just bouncing my brush to create the leaf texture that you often find on carrots. So that I'm also going to go in and add some darker green to my stalks. And I'm not completely covering up that lighter green color. I'm just going in here and there, adding some darker green color. So those are the stalks to my carrots. And now I can go in and start adding more detail, more color to my carrots. And I'm going to start with my purple carrot. So I'm just going to get some more color onto my palette. And I'm still using purple color. And I'm just going to go along this edge of the carrot. So it looks like it's in shadow behind the carrot here in front. And I'm just adding like little dots and strokes here and there to my carrot. Just pretty randomly. Do some darker roots to the carrot as well. Go. I'm going to do the same thing with the reddish carrot. I'm going to mix up some more of that bright red color, a little bit of yellow. I'm going to go in and just put in some lines and some dots here and there to make it look, my carrot look like it has some texture. Also go behind this carrot in the front as well, just like we did with the purple carrot. And that looks really bright on camera, but soften it up a little bit. I think I'm also going to drop in a little bit of purple here as well, just to make it look like there's a shadow. Like that. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I'm going to add some detail to my center carrot, and I'm going to be using that reddish color that I used on the carrot on the right, or on the left, and doing kind of the same thing. This is a little more watered down than with the others. And I'm just like putting in like just little random dots and lines to make it look like this carrot has some texture. Just kind of like that. And there we go. We have some carrots. I hope you give this a try. Watercolor painting is a lot of fun, but this would also work really well with markers or colored pencils. I'll see you next time.